Okay, so today we're going to continue on with our tour of the control panel and the initial website build. So we're back at the login. As if we just logged in, we're going to go ahead and click on Edit to edit the website. So we'll click right here on Edit. And this takes us back into our tree view, and this is the control panel. So I'd like to just take a moment and run through the different features and functions of the control panel. First thing I want to draw your attention to is over here on the left, we actually have a sort of a menu to remind you what each thing that we're going to be covering today does. So the buttons that you see here, which we call function buttons, are all over here explained. So you can actually use this if you forget anything in this video. Okay, so if we want to actually edit the page itself, we want to click on the page name. So in any of these page names, we can actually click to dive down into that page and work within the page. Okay, one thing we want to try to avoid doing is hitting the back button when we're working. So, instead of hitting back, we want to just, if we want to return to the main window, just go ahead and click on the SiteSkins logo up here, and you can actually return to the top level. So clicking Edit dives us down into the control panel. And from the control panel, let's go ahead and talk about what the silver buttons over here do. So the first silver button is Name. And this is quite simply if you want to change the name of a page. Okay, so if we wanted to change the name of the photo gallery, we would literally click on the page name button and just go ahead and put in the new name for the page. And then when we click rename, you can see that it's been renamed. As soon as this is published, the graphics that get rendered are automatically re-rendered to match the new name. So that's all you need to do a page rename. Over here, the next row of buttons is Type. Now, this is often confused because people say, well, I want to go type on my web page, so I'll click on Type. That's not what these are. These control the type of the page. So in SiteSkins, we use something that's called the page type, and page types determine what content our page will have. And it's useful that we're talking about this now because we would like to change the page type of the photos page. Currently, I'll dive down in here again. Currently, it's set up to our standard page type, which is our text-based page. So we could type in a box here, we could move down and type in a box down here, and we could upload one photo. But we don't want to do that. What we'd like to do is upload several pictures. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the page type button to change the type of page, the content type. And from here, we're going to pick photo gallery. Okay, we could also do the photo slider, which is our slideshow. But for the purpose of this tutorial, we're going to go ahead and choose photo gallery. And now it's taking us down into editing for that page. So these top boxes here are optional. These are just for, putting in, you could say, click to view some photos from Oregon. And then you can put something else in here that's not going to be bolded. Each of these photos can be clicked to show a larger, now let's just say, to zoom in. Okay, and we'll show you why we did that in a moment. Okay, so from here, I should be able to just upload pictures, and I can start right here. And we click on the green upload a picture and browse. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to find under recent places, I have some pictures that are from Oregon that I just took in Oregon. We're going to go ahead and go to the web directory. I'm going to show you in the future, I'm actually going to show how to create those web-sized images, which will upload much, much faster than full resolution images. So we'll get into that in a future tutorial. So I'm going to go ahead and just start uploading images. And this box is for a caption. So I'm not going to get too wordy on this. I'm going to say, let's see here, flowers near the pond. Okay, we're going to upload the image. It won't take very long because these images have been pre-scaled, which again we'll cover in a future tutorial. We're going to keep an ad and I'm going to browse and go and look at something else. How about this picture of these ducks? Okay, we're going to upload that. And we'll just go ahead and do 2 or 3 different images here. Go ahead and do 3 images. And we can click Keep Add. And this page type allows us to upload up to 50 images, which is really quite a lot. It scrolls quite a ways down the page. You don't want to get too much more than that at any rate, because the load time of the page will start to be affected by that. Okay, I'm also going to upload this, this wood duck picture here. Okay. And we can put a caption for each of these. And as you can see, if you pre-scale your images, then they upload quite fast. These images are 800. They fit within an 800 pixel box. Again, that will be covered in a future tutorial. So that's all the pictures we're going to put in for now. Let's go ahead and publish and exit. And we're going to take a look at our website again. And we can see, if we go to our photos, there are the pictures that we just uploaded. So you can see the flowers, the ducklings, and the wood duck. And from here, we can actually click on any of these images to see a larger image. So that reveals a larger image, zooms in on the picture. Okay, and it shows the caption there as well. So any of the photos you upload, as long as you upload a photo that's large enough for us. If you upload a photo the size of a postage stamp, obviously our zoomed in image won't make it any bigger. And if it did, it would look really horrible. So what you want to do is upload images that are around 800 pixels wide or 800 pixels tall if they're a vertically oriented image. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and close our preview window and go back to the website and finish our tour of the control panel. Okay, so the next 2 buttons are really easy. The red X button deletes the page. If we click on this, we will lose our photos page. And the green plus button adds a sub page. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. If we wanted to add, let's say, turn our photo gallery into an entire section which had sub pages with their own photos, we would do that by adding a page, and we're going to say this one we're going to dedicate, let's say it's just Oregon pictures. Okay, and then I'm going to choose photo gallery for that. Okay, now we're going to be uploading more pictures from the same directory, and again, these are optional boxes. We do not need to type in these boxes if we don't have something to say there. Although it can be useful to mention that the images can be clicked to zoom in. Okay, going to go ahead and upload 3 more images on this page, and then we're going to look at how that worked. Okay, let's go ahead and upload 3 pictures. Okay, I'm going to put in, actually, let's put in these trees. And we'll go ahead and upload 1 more image. What I'm doing here is, in this top area here, is I'm clicking on this little button inside Windows can actually show me various ways to view my directory, and that allows me to kind of get a look at the images that I'm uploading, so I know what to put in my caption area here. And the caption is also optional. You do not need to have a caption on your images. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and publish now again and take another look. And you can actually be in the habit of publishing and previewing your website as often as you like. Just remember that when you do publish, you will want to, if your page doesn't look like it's updated, you want to remember the Control-R refresh trick to reload the page. Now we see something new here. We have a subpage here underneath our photos. We have a subpage link, which takes us to the Oregon pictures. Now we could add up to 5 subpages within this section. So we could have, California, Oregon, Washington, D.C., so on and so forth. Whatever image, groupings that we want to have underneath our photos. So it's a very useful way to have a photos section and then have several, break aparts within that section. Okay. So again, all of these images can be clicked to show a larger image, and then they can be closed. Okay. So we actually have our website taking shape, and let's look at the last feature in the control panel. The last feature we have is we actually have our ability to edit our logo frame. So we have here, this edits the slogan text. Okay, right now we have the best SiteSkins tutorials. If I wanted to say something else, let's say digital nature photography, okay, which doesn't really fit with the tutorial site, but let's say we wanted to change that. It literally has changed that quickly. Once we publish, it has actually changed our slogan so that now it says digital nature photography here, where it used to say the best SiteSkins tutorials. So the other thing we can change from the control panel view is we can actually change our logo. Okay, so by going in here, we can actually, this is a really interesting part of the website builder. By going inside here, we can actually change the for example, the size or the color of our logo text. So, or even the font. So let's say we wanted to change the logo font, the main logo font, and we wanted to use something, I don't know, let's choose something, very different from what we have. Okay, so we're going to do this font, and I'm going to push preview, and then I'm going to go ahead and click finished and look at the website. Again, we can click on the site name to look at the website. We can see here where we changed the font, where it says tutorials website, to something else. So we can change the slogan or the subtext font as well. Okay, and that is basically our tour of the control panel. I'm going to go ahead and change the font back because I prefer the font the way it actually comes with this website style. And so for now, I'm just going to click on logo again, go back in here and set the logo text font all the way back up here to default, and that will put it back as it was. And now when we go ahead and preview, we're actually going to see the font just as it was to begin with. Okay, in our next video, we're going to look at reskinning your website.